Gonna sound all sick and gross on stream. Okay, yeah, no camera. That was almost the worst mistake of my career. Yo, Freddy. We got usuals in the chat. How you doing? This is very much so another test stream, or not test stream, but experiment stream. I'm also sick and dying of the Black Plague, so I'm going to sound weird and gross. I died. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. If it sounds like I'm speaking to some kind of schizophrenic voices in my head, I'm in a Discord call with some friends, Doofus and Azugi. And I do not know if they're coming through on the stream. Well, actually, Azugi should, because he's also on his PlayStation, but Doofus is strictly through the Discord. I tried to find a way around that to set it up to where it would still pick up, like, Discord voices, but, you know, as interesting as this little partnership between Sony and Discord is, Discord still sucks, so... Oh, I hear you currently, yeah. Another thing is, I think Azugi's mic is still very quiet. I have it raised on my end. I'm not sure how I could even raise it through the stream. Discord is banned in your country. Well, probably for good reason. Reading chat and trying to parry Gilgamesh is very difficult. That was way too early on my part. I have no idea what that was. Alright, that's the one dual thrust that is literally required. And he is doing nothing. Well, he paid it back. Okay. It's fault of Discord for not giving the information that the government requested, so they had no choice. Oh, lovely. I love when that happens. They had no choice but to ban the app, but then again, it's unfortunate. I'll be using a VPN. Well, generally, I think most people should. For obviously better privacy, but at a certain point as well, safety. Because a lot of these data collecting, like reselling places, they sell your information to literally very predatory places. And then they end up in just, you know, the hands of people from 4chan, for example. That's a reset. But, you know, lately most governments hate fun, so they're trying to get rid of VPNs as well. Why am I sucking so bad? One. In our country, our president literally sold every phone number of citizens to outsiders already. Ah, great. When your own president throws you under the bus. I was hoping I could get away with that. Just let this challenge has been this. Repeatedly and incessively. And at a certain point, I had to genuinely start questioning why I'm even doing this. That's the one margin of error that we're allowed, by the way. Uh-oh. Doofus left the Discord, it seems. I wonder if that was, I might join, maybe. If you are still in, yeah, we are. Hold on, check in what he's saying on Discord. He probably dropped out to watch the stream better, honestly. I would be surprised. Yeah, I just saw his message. By the way, just so you know, I finished Pantheon 4, managed to do Radiant at least a quarter. My bosses could get past Sly at P5. Since my mouse is broken, I cannot, what is that word? Progressive? Oh, progress, sadly, it was just merged together. Yeah, that sucks. But at least you got past Pantheon 4, that's awesome. I also saw that JT might be joining us, Suzuki. I don't know if that would probably be through Discord itself. He's probably also watching the stream as well. One, two. One, two. One, two. Now I think about it, I never counted how many parries it takes to get him down to where I need him. That probably helped a lot. But at the same time, I've always kind of just known that's the optimal position to be in. That was closer than I would have liked it. That was a little early. Force of habit. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Oh, I forgot to exit out of... That was old habits right there. My brain thought it was the original challenge. Should have exited out of Prime mode. One, two... I'm washed. And oh boy, my sister, oh boy, sister's battles. Sister battle Radiant is hell. But surely a wonderful experience. Literally a dance of descending dark. Yeah. A few days of it playing, playing Type Soul. A Bleach game. Roblox. Yeah, I'm cooked. Anyways, fighting a boss with auto true parry mechanics. It just stops me from moving, attacks, etc. The game's rigged, bro. It must be what Gilgamesh feels sometimes when fighting me. Why'd you keep parrying me? It's not fair! Where's my parry? I'm wondering, actually, I just thought about that. What if I do my old routine? So I opened with 2 disorders. A little bit over, but we should still be fine. Ah! None of you saw anything. Doofus, Azugi, everyone. I don't know who else is here. No one saw that. If you say you did, you're lying. I'll turn into Gilgamesh myself and go to your house. Dude, the boss movement deals a ton of damage in combos. Sometimes to the ground. He has 10 health bars. I really should not be trying to... Yeah, that's what I get for... health bars. I managed to bring him down 3. Then die immediately. That sounds like an ultra kill boss. Are you sure you're not playing an ultra kill game in disguise? Deals a lot of damage, super fast, auto parries you. Well, ultra kill bosses do not parry you, I'll give you that. But still. Multiple health bars. All the prime bosses technically have more than 2. Or more than 1. Fuck! No one saw that either. None of you. Not a single person saw that, right, Izugi? Another thing, if you do not see Gilgamesh kill Aerith and Tifa or whoever you have in your party at the time, straight out the gate, you're probably better off resetting. Because that will come back to bite you later from my experience. That one attack you might have needed to push him to the parry range and pressure range you wanted, guess what? He spent it killing Aerith. Going out of his way to randomly swipe to Aerith. The boss has a singular health bar, and it's divided into 10 segments for quality of life. Damn. Thought I could get away with that. Quality of life? I guess nah, bro. The far more sinister than Ultra Kill bosses. Well, here's the thing about Ultra Kill bosses. They're fast, and they demand you know how to parry. And in my experience, that makes for a very difficult fight. What? Where was my... The game ate my... you know what? I no longer... I'm going to directly ask... Somebody please confirm. Is there instances where the game legit just devours your parry input? Because there are so many times where I swear I press the button, and the game's like, no. And then Cloud sits there. Azugi, Doofus, somebody. %of my health bar can't even defend. But why? Why must this be? I was hoping I could get away with that too. 8 viewers. Who is watching my stream right now? Oh! Artusa, right? The Gilgamesh god himself. You know, for some reason I had a feeling someone, I don't know who, but one person was going to call me that at some point. I guess it was you. Parry can drop sometimes. Ah! Primal attack has a cooldown that nulls parry. What? Who designed this? I need to speak with them personally. Matter of fact, no, scratch that. I need their head on a platter. Well, actually, I guess I knew about that to some extent, but reading it makes it worse. I tried parrying that like I had defense, precision defense focus materia. Oh yeah, that's the name. That's the name you go by. I was just breaking the ice. Good luck with your run. Thanks, Chusa. Yeah, this is just a. I'll be honest, this is a certain point more practice and experimenting than me trying to kill him. Because I'm having to change my strategies frequently. Because once you add no folios and no movement. I'm surprised. Now I think of. Oh, why did you do? I hate it when you do that. You know, and he does a thing where I try holding square, and instead he treats it like I'm mashing it, and he weaves to this. Thanks, Cloud. Where the hell's JT? Where is he? I'm about to drag him in this Discord call. He said he'd be here. You got my name right? Call me Art if it's too hard. Also, by the way, I looked at your Hollow Knight video. And you should know how to parry, how parries works, SMH. Yeah, you're right, I'm a fraud. I'm not washed. Look, see, that should have been an easy parry. I'm actually washed. Fake and a fraud is what I am. Like the Alex Jones video. I am actually a fraud. That what I might actually have to lock in or rely on the PlayStation message chat, whatever, to pop up on the screen rather than look at my phone. The only good thing about Gilgamesh pose is that it serves as a precursor, tell. Please don't do it, please don't do it. Fuck! Hold on, I have to make, Artusa, where's... Mod this man. I think I did it. Such a good video, by the way. The community seemed tough to interact with. I liked Hollow Knight, but there are some real fanatics in there. Yeah, it can be that way, but I've generally had a very pleasant experience with the Hollow Knight community. They're what I would call like the opposite of the Undertale community. More specifically in the sense that they look intimidating, but then you talk to them and you realize they're just as like non-confrontational as a lot of the NPCs you meet in Hollow Knight. Like out of all the NPCs I've met in Hollow Knight that they try to fight you, only 2 pop up in memory. And then a lot of them just befriend you after the fact, like Mantis Lords, Hornet. Whereas the Undertale community, it looks like it's easy to get into, and then guess what? You get mauled like a 4-month-old baby by a bear. Have you played Hollow Knight, Azuki? You should. It's fun. My 3rd favorite game of all time, actually. Oh. So you're probably... Well, you would at least have an idea of what to expect, I should say. Because from what I understand, Skull... Oh god. Wait, did I live? What? I might, well, hold on. Can I salvage this? Hold on. There we go. What was it saying? Well... Damn! Did too much damage. Almost saved it. I'll do my best if you want... If you want mod. For YouTube... I think the mod at a certain point, especially for like other like content creators, is just so that way people know it's the actual person. So that way, if someone like sees like another Tusa in the chat, they'll know who's the fraud. Same thing would apply for Doofus and Azugi. But yeah, from what I understand, Skull and Hollow Knight are very similar. I won't go as far as say it because I'm not very familiar with Skull. I wanted to play really badly though. I think the creators for that game based a lot of stuff in it heavily off Hollow Knight. So that's why I was going to say that I think you might like Hollow Knight, Azugi. That's how I felt when I watched when I was like first starting out with a lot of like the child running stuff for this game. I'd watch like a lot of your runs and Doofus's runs and like Bradman's runs. And I think to myself, man, I remember I was sitting there like thinking of all this fancy stuff. Like, oh, I need this materia, I need that materia. I need to be here when this attack happens. And then I just watch you guys' runs, and half the time you'll look at the boss and it dies instantly. You're like, oh. I guess now I'm also in that position. Half the time I fight Gilgamesh, I look at him, he dies. Unless I'm doing this, then it's very much so Gilgamesh trying to sing how much of a immovable... Uh-oh. Is my stream buffering? Are we good? Chat. Am I cooked? Metal pipe sound effect? See, Azugi laughed. Or at least he snickered. That was funny. I'm about to drag... Where the hell is JT? This socially awkward MF. Where he at? Well, he did say maybe, if we're still in. So he might be busy right now. Unless he's watching a stream, lurking. Hold on. I'm calling him out. The entire Discord is and stream is watching you right now, JT. I put you on blast. I'm making a call out post on my Twitter.com. Kingdom Key JT is a... I have that whole thing memorized, by the way. I'm gonna go higher. Well, he says he's about to join. Maybe he just is socially anxious. That was close. I must channel my inner Gojo Satoru throughout all the heaven and the earth, I alone am the honored one. Never mind. I did generate enough infinity between me and Gilgamesh to prevent him from hitting me. I pressed the button. The game. I dodged though. Ref, do something. See, he laughed again. I'm a comedic genius. Ah! Ref, do something. I know, everyone heard that. There's no way. I heard that through my headset. Everyone heard that button press. I make a call out posted by twitter.com. Interesting. Well... I have to resort to using the backup strat. That is not supposed to happen. So far, that is 3 attacks. And he is now staggered. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. 3,000 damage. That's actually really nice. I'm sorry. What do you mean that was not enough damage? That should have been more than enough. Well... that's a problem. Doofus went to the shower, apparently. Or some. Bro's actually probably at Starbucks. Consider who his idol is. Girly pop Doofus Shinra. Brother of Rufus Shinra. I hope he doesn't watch the VOD. I might not hear the end of it. No one tell him I said that. By the way, I plan on doing this with every character. So, yeah. Let's, this is... I can only really think of one or two other restrictions I could add for Cloud before I could say I'm done. Then I'm gonna move on to Barret. And then from Barret's Tifa. Probably like what you heard Doofus mention before, no Prime mode, which would also be no buffs, and I just do not think no abilities is possible, because this is already looking barely possible, and I'm relying heavily on the damage I do with abilities, and you just have to keep in mind everything I'm saying is with knowing that everything else is still present. And at a certain point, is going to... Why did I... God, focus thrust out of force of habit. Is Freddy still here? He's one of the chat members, yeah. He's been showing up to a lot of my streams. At least whenever I do stream. Because I usually go out of my way not to stream during summer because of how hot it gets. I'm still writing that call-out post on twitter.com. JT, where are you? I refuse to call it X. I have a personal vendetta with Elon Musk because of that. You should see. Oh! Yo. I have a stream up on YouTube, and, I don't think Zungi could do, or on his end. Backup strat? Ooh, wait. Fuck. Enjoying my suffering. I see how it is, Azugi. I see how it is. Your mic might be very low, but I have very good ears, man. Very little gets past me. Yeah, it's very low. I had to raise you up all the way, and it's still low. Well, as of right now, I'm not sure how fun it is. I really should not. Maybe I have a chance now. Maybe. That was close. I added no folios and no movement. And I'm starting to feel the no folios part because the damage is horrendous. No movements isn't any better, because there are legitimately situations where Gilgamesh can just decide to end my run the second he has Rune Axe. God forbid. No, I have no movement on right now. Nope. That's why I'm having an iframe through Gilgamesh pose. Because you cannot dodge any other direction but forward without moving. That's not supposed to happen. I love the way it did everything perfectly so far, and he's still... Jesus. One HP mode. Oh, I see what you're saying. You just like how it was in the OG. You could just pick in like. Are actual psychopaths with autism like us. There's a few things they need to do for the challenge running community in general. Like, they need to have a... Like, what Hollow Knight has, they need a boss rush mode, or a place where you could select specific bosses for the game. I just hope that's in part 3, or they could even have that as a... If they don't do what they did with Remake and have, like, the whole Yuffie DLC thing, right? And they, if they do that, I hope they do it for Vincent. But if they do not do that, I hope they do it for, just like, do what Hollow Knight did. Have a boss rush mode. A place where you can select, which bosses you want to fight. Fuck. Yeah. If I also think about Bloodborne, Bloodborne has the benefit of, depending on who you're trying to fight, you can get to them so fast it does not matter anyway. Like, I'd have a hard time saying that, oh, I have to play through the whole game again to get to Maria, for example. Immediately. And on top of that, you can end the game stupid fast anyway, so... I have not played it. I don't even have Night Raid yet. Here's something you'll hate me for even more, Zugi. I have not even played Elden Ring yet. Yeah, believe it or not, I have not played Elden Ring yet. I just have not had the spare change on me to buy it. And every time I've already made plans to buy something else. Like, Sound Dreamer has me at gunpoint because they've been like subliminally programming like my brain to go out of my way to try and buy Stellar Blade. Because, you know, all the Stellar Blade runs they've been doing. So, I'm looking at the combat in this game, right? I'm thinking to myself, shit, this looks kind of good. I might just have to save... Right now, the Sound Dreamer's been doing a lot of, what's it called, Ninja Gaiden stuff, but still, I do still see the occasional, Stellar Blade video. Sound Dreamer's even... Whoa, that was way too early. Sound Dreamer's even, like, directly message me. He'd be like, hey, look at all these cosmetic options. I'm like, oh, you just really want me to buy this game. Maybe this Gooter game isn't so bad after all. Perhaps I judged you too harshly. Not with combat like that, man. The combat I was seeing. God. There we go. Thanks, man. I'm at the tail end of it, but my philosophy for any illness is, as long as it's still there, I'm not better. Once it's gone, I'm fine. If there's one title I'm determined to have for... Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say, if there's one title that I want it to be known, I'm going out of my way to get, or obtain, or have for this game, is I want to be known as the Gojo Satoru of this game. Like, anytime a boss tries to touch me, I just parry them instantly. Or, like, they can't touch me. I would say the game's history, because the full party Genova boss fight hitless hold on. Yeah, it was PH, wasn't it? Yeah, I would say once I get to a point where I could do that part of the game hitless consistently. Not just Genova's half, but Sephiroth's half too. Like, yeah, and not just like the final Sephiroth fight, just like, yeah, that whole thing in one go, then I could probably say that. Then there's no way I can't be like, I'm not the Gojo Satoru of this game. Not a challenge runner. Hey guys, I'm not a challenge runner. Beats Genova, full phase, hitless with the entire party. That's like, by the way, you're juggling bare minimum 6 different characters during that fight. Does it hitless? Not a challenge runner, guys. What the hell are you doing, Gilgamesh? Not a challenge runner, though. Literally, that bro thinks he's super hot, but I'm not a rapper. I'm about to end this alien's whole career. That's what he said to Genova. Oh! Doofus is back. Yep. Very few games have ever scared me. I do not get scared for most games. Still talking about Silent Hill, gentlemen? Sorry, I had to go check the door. No, I think we should still talk about the Silent Hill for no reason particular. He's asking about he's asking about your Silent Hill VODs. Dog. Alright, chat. Alright, VOD watchers of my stream. Doofus just said he hid the VOD. I'm exposing this man. He thinks just because the stream can't hear him. He said he hid the VODs for his Silent Hill stream. Nah, fam. You're about to unprivate them bitches. Let me tell you what. Bro thinks he's slick. There you go. I got him to unprivate the VOD, Suzuki. We can now all watch him scream his head off. Ah! Oh? Yeah, I think it will too. If Final Fantasy wants any chance to succeed, they need to... I've been getting so many of his videos on my feed, I'm like, brother, I hate this guy. Why? He said like one or two things I agree with. Yeah, I've noticed. The guy who the FF7 purist. The plot ghosts for the last game. That guy. What's funny is I can actually understand where he's coming from, because I'm a Transformers fan. If you know anything about Transformers, it's a grade of purism that's so pure, it creates mitosis, and then makes a new branch of purism that's just as bad as the previous branch, and then they hate each other. That's how bad the purism is in Transformers. So I have an interesting perspective because I can understand where this guy is coming from. But because of that perspective, I can also say that dude's 100% wrong in everything he's saying. Because, like, object purism is bad, period. Never, you always have to try and change something. You can never stay the same. So, when he's like, if it's not a true Final Fantasy, for example, if it's not turn-based, my brother in Christ, Final Fantasy, since its inception, has literally changed the medium of gaming through multiple fronts. It's literally pushed and changed and revolutionized since the beginning of it. So to think the franchise that changes from the beginning isn't going to change, oh, we're about to have a problem. Oh no, who's gonna tell him? What the hell? Dad. No, it's not. No, first of all, I've played I played 18. I have like 800 hours or something. The variants or scene or anything like that that can be classified as a quote DLC of like its previous incarnation or anything like that is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Because it's literally a quarter the size of the original, and when you look at a lot of the design decisions that game made, wasn't at one point planned to be a DLC for Resident Evil 2 Remake. At a certain point, I have a hard time believing it, because it's way too small. The clock tower. Every RE3 fan, whenever anyone mentions the remake, where's Clock Tower? Where is it, man? Here's the thing. Ah! Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You were saying something about, the thing about purists in relation to their expectations and theories, something like that, Doofus? I died again. The thing, yes, literally. But here's the thing that I think a lot of OG FF7 fans fail to realize about themselves. Well, it's three things I would say. One is the fact that a lot of them probably do not realize the fact that they have long since grown past FF7. They've grown up. They outgrew FF7. And they refuse to admit that. So instead of saying, I outgrew FF7, they'll just say, no, the remake's bad and it sucks, it's horrible, they should have never changed it. Or, they have rose-tinted glasses, and they remember the game better than it was. Even though the game is amazing, right? For example, if anyone's gonna try and sit here and make the argument to me that Genova isn't 100 times better in just remake, not rebirth, remake, than she was in the original game, from a narrative standpoint, from a combat standpoint, from a design standpoint, because as much as I love Genova in the original game, she was a plot device for Sephiroth at a certain point. She was just an alien that would occasionally show up and go and she didn't really do much. Yeah, she actually feels like what she's supposed to be, an eldritch horror of some kind. She feels like an actual like foreign body that invaded and is trying to take over this planet. Is literally mimicking people. It's stealing people's bodies like it's like the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And then the stuff between her and Sephiroth too now is more dynamic. There's more there than there ever was before. That's not even to say that she was bad in the original, but like I said, at a certain point, you have to acknowledge she's way better than she's ever been, period. Even if you factor in, like, Advent Children. She's way better than she's ever been. And another, here's the thing. The last group of people, right? And depending on what it is, I could actually say I fall into this boat. My favorite movie ever made, because it's a childhood movie of mine, is, the original 1986 Transformers movie. If I got news that Hasbro was going to remake that movie now, I'd be pissed because I know they'd have to change it. And if, for me, if I wanted the movie to be perfect, they'd have to keep it the exact fucking same as it was when I watched it when I was like 5, way back in the day. Alright? But I would acknowledge that would ruin the film. Because it would bring nobody new in. All it would do is keep all the old people like me. Well, you know what I mean by that. All the people who watched the film when they were a kid. It would keep all of them there, but then all the new people when they show up to watch it, they'll be like, did it just take the film and shot by shot like reanimated it? That's all they did. That would bring in anybody. They would have to change some stuff. And yeah, I'd probably hate the movie a little bit because of that, because my expectations are to the moon and back. I'd have to acknowledge they'd have to change some stuff. They'd have to add stuff. They'd have to do stuff to specific characters. They probably have to give more character. They'd have to give certain characters more lines of dialogue. Like an example of that, or I guess an analogy I could give to that is like the same way what they did for Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge. How they got way, way, way more character dialogue than they ever did in the original. And how Jesse in the original was the only one who had any real form of profound, meaningful dialogue. When the plate fall happens, you find her hanging off a railing and you talk to her. Yeah, literally the one passing line, how this was her punishment for the bombings. She was talking about how she deserved it. Basically, because you can't just walk straight past her. The only way you obviously most people would go up to her and talk to her, but that's the thing. You can't just walk straight past her, and that's such an amazing deep character moment for a character that literally otherwise you would speak to like once or twice throughout the beginning part of FF7. But now she's this entirely fleshed out character with all the stuff with the gold saucer. You see her perform what like her last performance that they digitally recreate all this stuff, right? And that would not have been added if they kept everything the exact same. So even if they did add stuff you did like, if you want other stuff to be better than it was in the original, you have to suck it up and just take it. Take the peak. Why are you not taking it? I would say that I wouldn't go that far, but considering the fact that there is at least one piece, there is a like. Actually, no, you might be right about that. Now I think about it, because there's this YouTube channel I watch. She goes over cut content FF7. Apparently, the Honeybee Inn was supposed to have a second floor. There was a lot of stuff in the Honeybee Inn, specifically in the original, that just was flat out wiped from the game. A lot of stuff, like how the floor actually. Yeah, Tifa was supposed to be there. You're supposed to see her in a honey outfit. The floor you actually see the original game is the second floor, so you don't see the first one. You just teleport straight there, and there's no discernible way how you even got there. You just walk through the front, and all of a sudden you're on the second floor. And then a lot of the honeybees, when they talk to you like they know you, like you've been registered already, but you just walked into the place. So how does that work? So and another thing is, what else? There's another piece of, that bridge thing, that arm pulley thing in the original that you could walk inside of, but you can't interact with anything. Apparently, that was also like a cut puzzle that was supposed to be in the game. So yeah, and in the remake, in a way, they reintegrated that. Now, if they integrated it, yeah, they integrated it well. That's another topic of conversation. But you might be right in the sense that Midgar might have been longer. In fact, a lot of the stuff we saw in remake probably was stuff they wanted to do in the original, but they could not because of either technical limitations or no not having enough funding or whatever, or just time. Time was probably the end all be all. Yeah, it could very well have been. Like, I don't know if I directly believe this in of itself, but I saw another video, I guess directly addressing the criticism that a lot of like I think the video title was called "The Final Fantasy VII You Remember Does Not Exist." I understand what the argument of the video was trying to go for. I do not agree with how the argument was framed and some of the messaging in it. Because to some people, that Final Fantasy VII does exist. And to those people in specific, they're known as purists, aka the plot ghosts. So, he brought up something. I was reading the comments after I watched the video, and he was talking with somebody, and apparently he said that if you look back at some of like the old like some old interview stuff and then some other pieces of FF7 media that further explain stuff, the whispers might have always existed. Or at least it might have been implied that something like the whispers existed, but they could never show up in the game because they just did not have the technology to show. Because they're literally like they're phantasms that appear to like disappear out of thin air. That's not easy to do on a PlayStation. At a base PlayStation, way back in the day, the thing could barely run Resident Evil 1. That's not true, but you get the point. So I don't know if I believe that inherently, but I can believe a concept that the planet might have some form of like a antibody or immune system like that because it has the weapons. Like the planet gets pissed halfway through the original game, and it says, "All right, I'm gonna put a emerald weapon in the water over there. I'm gonna put a ruby weapon in the desert over there. Put a silver one or diamond one over there, and it's gonna kill everything to try and make me feel better." So, because of the weapons in of themselves, I can believe that something like this, the Whispers, existed, or like an idea of them might have existed. But, ow, a Tifa level? Corneo. That might have been, I wonder, because I'm sure a lot of people noticed the fact that Cloud is the only I guess everyone knows why, but Cloud is the only party member that ends up getting picked by Corneo. Obviously, like I said, everyone knows why, but the original, he could choose between Aerith, Tifa, and Cloud, and it depended, and if Cloud got picked, it depended on how well, or how much effort you put into getting him dressed up and stuff. So, my guess, it might have been if Tifa got picked, you would have gone through that part of the game playing as Tifa, like getting certain pieces of information from Corneo and stuff. But that's the only guess I could make. Okay, then I have no idea what that could have been. Tedious. Like returning to the sewers. Yeah, I think those are just objectively good choices. But, you know, the purists would say otherwise. Could it be the sword of which legend tells? Excalibur! By this holy blade shall your lives be ended! I threw. Hey, how about you cut the stream? How about you stop watching? Please? Please, please. Just don't. Doofus? Doofus? Doofus. Did you stop? Doofus. Oh, I see how it is. I see you won't comment, he says. It's true what they say. Content creator friends are all fake. F tier and S tier is Gilgamesh. Yes. Is there an objectively bad boss like that, though? See... Quetzalcoatl. Oh... The boss whose whole thing is, hey, if you hit me once, lightning will strike you, so that means you have to constantly be moving. And it's annoying to deal with. And unless you have lightning elemental armor, it's just horrible. That one. Yeah, I don't like that thing. All of the Rude Axe attacks. For no reason in particular. Genova, yeah, Life Clinger. Yeah, but the thing that makes it difficult to deal with is the fact that you can hardly tell the range it has because it's a scream. So it has the scream effect, the screen shakes, so the outline of the where it ends is fuzzy. So you can barely tell where you're just safe enough to kind of attack close to her without getting hit, while also not being tell how far you should get away before you start getting hit by it. I have no idea, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, the team runs where you see it, and then you get out the way, and then you watch Barrett run headfirst into it, and you're like, Barrett! And then he gets hit. And then you're like, fuck! 40 minutes of progress gone! Yeah, she saw, she knew that, oh, nah, y'all gonna try and no-hit this? Yeah, I'm better off dead. I'll just stay dead. Just like me, how I thought I was going to parry that. The what? Oh. The moss. It's silver moss, I think is what its name actually is. I could look it up right now, actually, I think. Oh, no, I know what he's talking about. The little frogs. The amphibian. Oh, wait, no, he's still wrong. I'm still wrong. I remember now. Where is it? It's called, like, something toad, I think. I have to find the thing. The one that waves his tongue around like crazy. Yeah, thanks, Ultimate Party Animal. Fucking hate that mission. Giganta Frog, that was it. Yeah, with the fucking 38 Todd berries. Yeah, that's it. That was a bug? Oh, I'm thankful. Thank God I decided to just beat the game and do it in New Game Plus. Oh, I would have been pissed if 10 Todd berries or whatever it was, the frog, an ironclad at the end of it. I go through all of that, a zoo, an emerald zoo, and then I don't get the trophy? Oh, nah. I would have went straight to Square's building and burned it to the ground. I don't care how bad I want a third part. You're not about to rob me like that. The reason why I think we all were, right? I think all of us have it, right? Yeah. Fraud. Kill the non-conformer. Was there a bug for that too? Yeah, it was hard as fuck. Yeah, before we all started doing stuff like killing Odin 5 microseconds. Fun. DLC, by the way. Yeah, it is so unfair to compare the two. That I've been meaning to go back. I've been meaning to go back to remake for a variety of reasons. And but like you said, I always think to myself, "Oh, I can't time counter stance anymore." Literally the Hulk meme. Guys, I can't parry in this game. Vice the Immaculate. He did one recently? Oh, just to beat it, period? I still have to do a cloud only. Well, if I do go back to remake anytime soon, because as of right now, a lot of my plans are still focused around rebirth. Like, this might get most of you excited. I plan on doing Vincent very soon. I plan on doing a lot of Vincent challenges very soon. because I'm pissed that we didn't get a DLC for him. I plan on doing it with everybody, obviously, but where is it? I have to open up Discord on my phone. You said where? General of remake or Solar Cloud? All right. World's first cloud, no damaging the immaculate one. No god damn it, rug. How many of you guys watch Maximilian, dude? Because that's where I got it from. God damn it, rug. That's what he calls it. Matter of fact, I'm about to. Oh wait, I don't have it on this save. I just remembered. You have to kill. Yeah, back when it was a myth and legend. The myth of a remake for Final Fantasy VII. And now they're like, surely they'll announce a remake part 3 at the next game thing, right? Right, guys? Yeah, you just see this guy who famously blows up everything go to the same place where fucking Donald, Mickey Mouse, and Goofy are like, Gorsh, it's Sephiroth! Ifrit boss fight. Huh. That would be something, honestly. All I know about... Because I will be honest, I've never played any Kingdom Hearts game. But I am very familiar with the fact that Sephiroth's fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, or whichever version of it, is, like, infamously difficult. Like, I've seen clips of multiple different people when they start to fight, Sephiroth dashes at them and they die instantly. Those fights. Oh, of course. I do plan on... I pressed the analog stick by accident. I do plan on playing the Kingdom Hearts series at a certain point. If not specifically for the boss fights that I've heard can get very difficult. Share Factory. Maybe it's because it's a specific version of Kingdom Hearts? That could be it. Yeah, I just have to figure out how to get into the franchise. Because I know there's like specific versions of like the first two. That's. Oh, there's a collection? Should not have done that. Alright, that makes sense. But yeah, I have to... I'll go, at a certain point for me, I say I have to play those games because of the super bosses. Like, I don't know if you guys know, because I'm not sure, like, how, like, far you've looked into my channel, but I have a playlist on my channel called The World's Hardest Video Game Bosses. At this point, I'll go as far as say 5 years or so ago, or even further back, maybe even 6, I set myself a quest. Like Gilgamesh hunting legendary like blades, masters, and weapons and stuff like that. I set myself a quest of a similar vein, where I would go and hunt all of the most difficult boss fights in, I should not have done that, difficult boss fights in video game history, with the express purpose of finding them, killing them, and moving on to the next boss. And I've been doing that consistently for the past few years. Here is the beast. I plan on going back to that, because now that they added the Blade of the Olympus to the game, I can actually parry their the attack they do where they jump up in the sky, they go tremble, and then send shockwaves to the ground. Because of the Blade of Olympus, I can parry it with that. Yeah. I'll just have to hope my title of parry guy is true. It'll be enough to, you know, parry while blindfolded. That's a reset. Wait, is it? No, hold on. Yeah. I guess, we all of us here would have to detach ourselves as challenge runners, because we all have a level of understanding and knowledge of this game when it comes to even its super bosses or its harder bosses, period, that the average player flat out does not have a concept of. So when I ask, would you say Gilgamesh is objectively one of the hardest fights in the game, especially if you don't understand him? Too easy, true. Yeah, the fight was super long for me too. By the end of the fight, I remember having no MP. I was running low on revives. I had like 2 Phoenix downs left. I used all my Phoenix dafs. Bear, or it was either Red or Bear. Someone on the party was dead full, and I just could not bring them back. And I, by a hair, beat him. And I was thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, who designed this? And now here I am killing him with all these restrictions. Yeah, it was. That's why it's my favorite fight in the game, because I just remember how much of a spectacle it was, and even more so now because of how. So yeah, thanks Square. What did you just say? Did it loads the VR map inside, like, the overworld map? What? Oh, I have a normal save file. Let me see this shit. Hold up. You gotta be about to test this shit. Here's my Midgar server file. Where is this? Yeah, look at how fast that load just was. If you're watching the stream. Now we go over to everyone's favorite character. But
obtaining all that intel has only stoked my desire to learn more. If I could visit other continents.
oh god, I think I know what they're doing. So what you're implying to me is that they if I was to guess how they do it, let's just take this stable, right? Let's just say this Chocobo stable right here, this little fenced off area is the overworld. My guess is what they do is somewhere high above the ground, they load the VR area, change the skybox color so it's the VR one, and then the rest of the overworld is still there. That's probably exactly what they do. Oh, that's so dumb. Oh. I'm like the one guy on the planet who unironically likes Chadley, and you're making my job of defending him very hard. You're making it very hard.
The intel you have gathered is I've begun
You know, just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. Let me prove a point. My... But what if I said I somewhat fond of her? But I will grant you, yes, there are times where she does get annoying. But I also like her because of her banter. What the hell? That was almost instant. I'm trying to prove a point. Is it? Okay, there's the VR load times. There they are. All right, Sephiroth.
Don't overdo it. Stand back.
What? Oh, he did not care about me. He just wanted Cloud. Because they're so high up. Too early. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I have a save close enough, because I actually don't think I do.
Analyzing one's failures can prove if there is nothing else. Then I wish you good luck
Seto?
in your travels.
What? What kind of dank arcane FF7 knowledge you have, doofus? Hold on. Cat curve. Oh wait, because of chapter 1. That's right. Where is this a save file? No, that's definitely not it. Here's a file that... That moon is upside down? Isn't Gilgamesh Island technically considered a pocket dimension? Maybe that's why.
The value of yours, though I have no. If you need anything, you know.
Alright, Chadley. I'm your one and only fan. And you're making my job of defending you impossible. Because if he was too lazy to make the trip. That's why. That's why. That's the exact reason why. Of course I'm gonna have to do all these fuck-ass challenges again. I don't care how good at the game I... Oh lord, he's right, I see it! I can't unsee it. Yeah, look, Look, it's actually horrifically noticeable. That's horrible. Square. Oh god, it's worse over there. Oh. They should have just made new environments. If any of you if any of you watch Max, then you also probably watch Yo Video Games and their group, right? Simmons was talking about how they should have made the VR environments different based off what region you were in. So if you're in a grassland, it'd be all trees and like grass and stuff, and you're in Junon, there's like an ocean somewhere. But instead, they said, let's make it to where this whole place is in the overworld. That's horrible. It's so horrible. Oh god. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Can you imagine if like whoever was your primary character, the color would change? Like, can you imagine if like for the Tifa tutorial VR challenge with you know, the music that plays during that one part remake, if this entire segment was like red or purple, how much cooler that would be with this music playing? For that segment, how do I describe it? For that segment of the game, unironically, even though it is just a parkour section, because of the music that plays, because of the visual and art design, I actually really like that part of the game, because it's all kind of like purple, or at least that's the color I remember whenever I think back to that moment. And it just matches Tifa's aesthetic perfectly. So, just imagine if this whole environment was like red or purple or some kind of pink or something, playing this music, it would have just made VR a lot more tolerable for a lot of people. I didn't mind it, but then again, I'm a completionist. I'll play a game for like 6,000 hours, getting every little thing possible just because. Outside of difficulty and challenge and mechanics, no. No, they did not. Yeah, that's actually very true. The only problem is I can't stand having to go through Kujata, Phoenix, Titan, Bahamut, Odin, Alexander just to get to Gilgamesh and Sephiroth. The novelty wears off fast. No checkpoints. it's genuinely unseeable. It's horrible how unseeable it is. What have you done, Doofus? Look what you did. I can see the mountains. I can see the battle at the big mountains. At Gilgamesh Island. Well, yeah, because VR is so tedious, we just can't take it, we lose our minds. They lock us in a rubber room with Chadley, and Chadley drives us crazy. Yeah, to answer your question, I think you said Tebow, right? TMO? Or you say T-Boom? Okay, I think about a different person. I thought you were saying Tebow. Because I was about to say Tebow's been doing a lot of stuff for God of War Ragnarok specifically. Hey, would you look at that? Another Stellar Blade video. Wait, no, that's Digiguide, sorry. Just look like the main character. About to say, thanks. Thanks, I'm fairly certain I know who you're talking about.
This data is incredible.
Yeah, the fact that we're You wanna know what? It might not even be, now that I think about it, looking at the mountains, it might not even be that they're putting it high above the sky, like the ground level in the overworld, and the mountains are just that high up. I think they're barely putting it over ground level in some area that's far enough away from whatever, right? At least relative to where Chadley is. And that's why... I guess... Where are those out of bounds videos you're talking about? You said T-Boob? T-Boob? It's still horrible. The way that thing punched me in the face after I loaded in. Really square. That's how you went about it. God, I don't even want to know what they did in Remake. If that's how they did it in this game. It's either they were trying to cut corners to make some other part of the game amazing. Let's hope the matter of fact that's my copium. Right, guys? I've heard about that game. I missed out on the opportunity to play it, actually. I just remembered. Do you guys want to know something psychotic that I've been doing the past few weeks? I went back to the PS4 version of FF7. Yes. So, the update that they did for Remake and Rebirth, where they added fast forwarding for the, like, boss fight cutscenes, right? They actually never added that update to the PS4 version, as well as adding the boost mode, where they give you like you start at level 30 instead of 1 or 7. Sorry, they never added that update to the PS4 version of the game, and obviously there the triangle, like the caution sign that appears for unblockable or insta-kill attacks is not there, like it is in the PS5 version. Obviously it runs worse, but I do plan on doing one last playthrough of a sort. What? Funny glitches. Yeah, but like I do plan. Well, not one last playthrough. I do plan on doing a playthrough or more of unfinished business on the PS5 version of FF7 remake. I have like a 100% completion. Like I did all like the play log things and everything. Um, I obviously did the same for Rebirth. I'm missing one dress in the PS4 version. It's for Aerith. Or not Aerith, it's for Tifa. Sorry. And I guess the thing I'm confused about, because I do have the Platinum for both versions of the FF7 Remake. So I don't know why it's telling me that on my main file that I don't have it. It's saying I'm missing one dress, and I do not understand why. So I have unfinished business. I have to go back and get that dress. I have to find out which one it is, so it's probably going to be a few playthroughs. But still, I think I know which one it is. The blue one? For who? Aerith or Cloud? I might have missed a bit of the conversation. Things went buggy on my end, sorry. What happened? The pink one? The little pink one? I know a friend of mine who also was a fan of remake games and stuff. Well, I'd say we're more like acquaintances at this point. I could definitely say he's a friend of a friend, but one of the last times I talked to him, he was talking about how he was going for the platinum, but the dresses stopped him from going through with it because how tedious they were. And it's not like I could blame him. Oh, easier, they said. Laughs and bonds of friendship. Laughs and Shinra middle manager. Laughs and 9 Tonberries. Easy, they said. Which one? There's like 4. Oh, yes. I remember that one. He's like, man, fuck this shit. Bro fought Slave Knight Gale, Orphan of Cause. Artorias is like, nah. Elden be who said what? You said what? This man said Elden Beast was the best Souls boss. That's crazy. Yeah, I know you joking, but still. Oh, best Souls game? I I don't know if this could be considered a hot take. If anything's probably just contested. Bloodborne. Oh, crybaby. It hurts my eyes. It's not that bad. You get used to it. Put on a PS5 Pro. Put everything on boost mode. Greatest game ever made. My favorite game ever made. I don't care. You what? What'd you say to me? I'm sorry. Did you just say that when Ludwig, Lady Maria, Lawrence, Orphan of Cause, Gerben? Did you just say that when all of them exist? Father Gascoigne? Who? VOD watchers, I no longer can associate myself with Kingdom Key JT. This is very unfortunate event, very unfortunate, unforeseen event. It has come to my attention that he is actually a horrible person, worst person ever. He does not like Bloodborne. This is a travesty. Some would say that he himself committed the Holocaust. That's how horrible this opinion is. Oh, it's Slave Knight Gale. VOD watchers. Apparently, Zugi is also another such content creator. I have to distance myself from. Uh, yes, Dark Souls 3. Slave Knight Gale, the guy with the red cape.
Gilgamesh awaits us in the garden. We should not keep him.
Huh. Is this the right font? Yes, it is. You have gun, that's all you need. Oh, of course. What some say cosm. Do you hear our prayers as you once did for the vacuous Rom? Grant us eyes. Grant. You tell me you don't like running around Mikolash's little area for like 4 hours straight, listening to him like lose his mind. You tell me you don't put on the Benny Hill song, running him down. That's what I do. I'll be honest. Every time I fight him, I put on the Benny Hill song. I chase him. That just occurred to me. Doofus, do you play Souls games? Because he might be lost. Here, I gotta say all this stuff. You. Well, if you liked Expedition 33. There's a lot there's a lot of bosses that fit that description. I'll have you know. The boss with the two swords. Which game? It's like what they did with Big Garsoul. You don't even fight it directly, you try to avoid it. And they give one of the most epic music pieces in the entire game. The most epic rendition of to which version of the song would it be? Let the Battle Begin or Those Who Fight Further? What? Either way, just that phase 3 drop for Midgar server. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it would have been. Look what you did, I have to bully him now. You made me think about that song. Come here, you big snake. Which one?
Is that dry land I see?
This is game over, huh?
Stop mentioning it, I'll get pissed. Because then I'll think about the fact that they do that. That should have been I hate that attack specifically because it's one of those Elden Ring attacks. It's like, hold on, let me hold this attack for 6,000 years and 4 billion miles.
Is that dry land I see?
Now, if only Yubi's... What the hell just happened? Did anyone see what just happened? Behind him? So, if it's not Gilgamesh, it's the snake. Okay, I see how it is. I think you're all just watching me suffer, but take a quick break from a certain dimension hopping swordsman. Yeah, it's very therapeutic watching someone suffer, you mean. Oh, Lord Jesus. That was close. Yeah, I do too, but at a certain point you have to ask, that's a very strong skill this early on, for both in the original game and in the story. So, that would be a nightmare to balance. They'd have to make it to where it's like, alright player, you can only use this like, once every chapter. Jump, Cloud! Yeah, they'll be like, you can only use it during the Genova fight. If you try using it anywhere else, you're cooked. Speaking of beta, Emergent on the... Emergent. Listen to this. You mean the lungs? What? Is it? Cloud jumped too far. I was trying to land right next to where it burrowed, but it's fine.
Is that dry land I see?
Yeah, this literal direct Eldritch horror fuel. And on top of that, the soundtrack definitely helps with that. It's one of my favorite soundtracks in the game. I thought I could get away with it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking the entire time. It's like they looked at Genova and Vincent. There's like, hey, Sony isn't making Bloodborne 2, so should we? Let's make Bloodborne 2 real quick. Literally turned the Vincent to Ludwig. Itself around, yeah.
Game over, huh?
They're like the weird, like, eyeball hand tug it gets halfway through the fight.
Is that dry land I see?
They say she can become those you love. Those that. They call her a monster, or some call her a monster. God, look what you guys are making me. What chapter is that in again? It's 4. I think it's 4. About to replay. Matter of fact, look what you did. I blame you guys. Where is it? Blood in the Water is 5. Retake current quest data. Hard. Yes. Look what you guys did. Look what you guys did. We'll put it to a vote. We'll put it to a vote. I will make a poll in my YouTube thing right now. How do I do that? I'll make a poll, he says. How do I do that? Hell no. Those actual cargo holes they held you in. I remember the first time I played the game, I was like, what kind of... the hell? First class accommodations, my ass. Look at this. Got us in the brig. Look at these arrangements when I stay on the Shinra 8. Yeah, the fact you can't even go in the rooms. Yeah, let's see the first class, guys. Let's see the first class. Like any of us could afford it. Let's look at this first class, guys.
My apologies.
Yes. How it literally looks like a retextured version of what's downstairs. Dog water cruise. The only good part of the cruise is everything in the front. Look at the Homer Simpson meme. I'll watch the cutscene. It'll give us time to can't figure out how to do a YouTube poll. We'll do this the way Starscream did it in the '86 film. All in favor for me play through all the Queen's Blood matches. Aye. And against.
So, you playing?
I'm nice.
The eyes have it.
Then I might see you around.
I think it was yeah, it was it was heavily at least what I got from it, but even what the story itself, it's heavily implied that it's like a parallel to just FF7's story, how the Emerald Queen was Aerith and then the Shadow Blood Queen was Genova. Yeah, like actual Bloodborne stuff. Is hey, you want to know the story? Hey, that one hat you picked up in that alley that one time, read it, and then you need to go over to this one specific corner of the map. You'll find this random crow. It doesn't attack you. Don't ask why. Why did I tell you about it? It's not really important. You just have to know about it. Anyway, you have to then go to the. This is the Karen Nanaki.
So amazing reasons to study human leisure activities. Now, excuse me. My apologies, sir, but I'm afraid animals are not allowed to participate. What? I'm no mere animal.
Uh-oh. I think I'm about to die.
That's it. I want to speak with your manager.
He said the line. What happened? Sorry. Everything started freaking out on my head. Oh, God.
That's it. I want to speak with your manager.
I want to speak with your manager.
I'm no mere animal.
No, it was whatever. All the character names is whatever you had it as, or whatever, right?
Cool. But maybe change first.
Out of this? Nah, I'm starting to dig it. Tell me I don't look good.
What do you think about those people
Now's your chance.
who are still pissed about the fact that they changed Nanaki's voice the way they did, despite the fact that even in the original, that's how it's always intended to be from the get-go? Well, why is he a kid? Just because that's what it was in Japanese? Yeah, Max Middleton.
You're pretty good at this game, huh?
I guess.
Good enough to beat me, though?
I'll go for a 14-year-old to this 48 billion-year-old man
Find out.
in 5 seconds.
A little friendly competition could be fun. And who knows? One of us might win it all.
Yeah, right.
I guess that this will be a first. People actually be able to decide who I fight, because I always just do it myself.
I'll be right back.
Hell yeah, who would? It's fucking Final Fantasy VII.
to sign up for our Queen's Blood tournament?
Oh, raw bud.
We'll be here if you change. Here to sign up.
Yeah. Oh my!
Registration. Here to sign up for our.
None of you saw anything. Not a goddamn thing. If you say you did, you're lying.
Oh, Mr.
Take your schizo medicine.
As it happens, we received a message for you. Okay. Odd, I know, but if I may, it pleases me to see you continue
Cooking.
your Queen's Blood journey, Mr. Strife. May a sanguine thirst.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
A friendly specter. Goodness me. That's quite the letter, isn't it?
He'll wear a headband that says Crowdle on it.
Well, you're all set to join
It's the kanji for Crowdle.
and have a great time today.
Have you guys seen the FS7 Dombe commercial?
Welcome to the Shinra 8's Queen's Blood Tournament. Only
Crowdle,
one of our
Dombe.
walk away with the trophy and the glory in the
興味ないね。
competition. But who will it be? I, Tito, will be your host for this spectacular event as we seek to crown our next Queen's Blood champion. Every journey begins
Yes.
with a single step.
I'm very out of practice. I haven't officially got back on it, but a lot of like the ways you pronunciate certain words, like the accent stuff, I still have that because in general I'm just good at accents.
Regina's small statue
It's also easier for me to learn other languages because I already know another language. My mother's native tongue Spanish, so yeah, just to run the Japanese side of the server. Once we start getting Japanese players, it would be beneficial to know the language, right?
the astounding Andrea Rodea is once again winning in
Alright, so, I don't remember... This is still the wildest thing to me. This! What are you doing? Kid. Kid. Trust me. You're too young for this. You too, little girl. He's like 2. Why you say that to him? Who's down there? Oh, Wise. Tifa and Aerith are fighting. We got Wise. So we could fight the robot that's failed this one purpose in life. Barrett is experiencing what all of us experience whenever we do any VR mission for Chadley. Yeah, the death screen thing. There's this doofus, not Shinra. He doesn't know how to play the game, but he has all these women around him. Jealousy, never heard of it. Madame Ebb, Rodea are fighting. Oh, there's only 2 matches. I thought there's 3. Okay, that's how you can tell I've been a minute since I've played this part of the game. Should we wait for Doofus to come back for Alright, Vise or dumb guy who doesn't know how to play the game? Fair enough. This guy up here. My first playthrough, I made saves and I literally did every single possible match against everybody, so I know all the lines of dialogue and stuff. I will admit he was one of my favorites because, like, the dialogue he has as he's like as you're winning, he'll be like, "Wait, what does this card do again?" He'll say stuff like that. It's like, "Wait, how much does this cost? What does this do? Am I doing this right?" And then T-Top will obviously talk about how, like, does he even know how to play the game? Like, who let this guy in here? Felix is his name. Is he an ore farmer, guys? Is this the legendary aura farmer I've heard so much about that the kids are talking about?
Okay, dude. If that's how you roll,
Chat,
it's all good.
am I cooked?
Ready, set, let's do this thing.
Sephiroth or Felix? So this is which one is it? Oh no, I have to make some changes. This is what this deck is the deck I like to call the I love winning deck. So here's how it works. I play the game, and it doesn't matter what my opponent does. I'll make 4 times what they could ever make with their single hand. I just gotta remember what I had. I think Bahamut Arisen wasn't it? Gita talks here, yeah. So I need to replace Johnny. Where's Bahamut? Turks. Ooh. Ultimate Party Animal actually doesn't help here if I recall correctly. I need another card that makes more cards. Oh god, I forgot. I forgot what card makes more cards. Do I have the deck already and I just don't realize it? No. Oh, this is... No, this is the special one for the Queen's Blood Challenge. But it would help... Matter of fact, because it's New Game Plus, I might as well change this for Bahamut Arisen. We should make a special subcategory of challenge runs for Queen's Blood specifically. I don't even know what that would look like. It's not that bad. I love Queen's Blood. That's why everyone was pissed that there wasn't going to be a multiplayer for it. Did I really? No, that does make sense. For that challenge, yeah, okay. This deck specifically sucks for Vincent. If you use this deck specifically against Vincent, bro, he has the worst time ever. As if he doesn't have it rough already. Should I... I think this is good. The only problem is, you need an actual perfect starting hand.
I'm ready when you are. Wait, so,
Okay. Good start already. I do think the all the Queen's Blood matches scale to some extent. Like, they get access to New Game Plus cards.
do I want to use...
Because there were definitely times I remember I played the game, and I remember, like, my first encounter I had with them. And I'm like, whoa, you did not have that card. I was like, seeing people pull up with, like, Bahamut and stuff, and Ifrit. I'm like, what?
You're mine. Whoa, I'm winning.
Who's gonna tell him?
Still pull this off.
Prowler sound effect.
It'll take a miracle for Cloud to come back from this. Decorum be damned, folks. Felix is taunting his opponent.
No holding back.
Yeah, this deck is pure evil, if you could tell. Literally pure oh, that's... Ooh, that might actually be a good play.
Smile on Felix's face says it all.
Pause.
You're mine.
He may be down, ladies and gentlemen, but Cloud is not out.
Very interesting placement.
Bring it.
Does not mess me up that bad, but still is more annoying than anything else.
Felix is just rubbing it in now. Have mercy.
Damn, I can't get rid of it either.
This match isn't going in Cloud's favor.
Because I would need to...
Turn things around.
Not looking
If
good.
I could turn things around alright.
You're mine.
I just need Bahamut placed.
Yeah, this game rocks.
I think that smug smile on Felix's face says it all.
Bring it.
He may
Yep.
be down, ladies and gentlemen, but Cloud is not out.
No holding back.
That is a sacrifice I am willing to make. That's literally this whole deck.
He's hungry like the wolf for victory.
Come on, man. Give me a solid and ease up a little.
I got this. No problem. Bring it.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit. Felix looks asleep at the wheel.
I have the most evil grin on my face. Sugar Party Manager. If it's played at the very end of the game, like after your opponent passes, you play this card, they pass, you pass, it takes all of their existing points and gives it to you. Pure evil, some would say.
You're mine.
Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's hungry like the wolf for victory.
Bring it.
Come on, man. Give me a solid and ease up a little.
Felix looks asleep at the wheel. Wait, is he actually sleeping?
No holding back.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit.
I got this. No problem.
Sorry, the door again. How do I further humiliate this guy? Ooh, I can play Bahamut still. I can play Bahamut still.
You're mine.
Don't, I couldn't. Because I misplayed, quote. I forgot to factor in I need 2 for the Tawberry. So, now, we do this.
Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's hungry like the wolf for
I don't even need to play this, because it will... you know, screw it. I'll play it anyway. Just for the extra, like, 2 points. Even though it won't get the intended effect.
Felix looks asleep at the
127 points. If I recall correctly, my record's like 240 something.
Oh well.
If I played it optimally.
Guess I should have learned the rules first.
and Cloud takes it. He's moving up. But will he make it all the way to the top? Don't forget to report your
Pure evil.
staff so we can make that last match official.
Who?
It's time for a recap of this round's
Uh,
matches. Let's see how our competitors perform. We'll start with our first pair.
I
First
think-
to net herself a solid win, living up to her prodigious
I
reputation.
think I'll stay
As
around
our
for
second pair, Chadley
a
with
bit
the
longer. Because of my sickness, I've been having a hard time sleeping anyway.
Keep up the good work in round 2.
Oh, you try to figure out when to leave?
win. Further ado, let's proceed to round 2. It looks like Cloud is on the prowl for an opponent. Who will he
Outside of the, I guess, the Queen's Blood match, we're... I was doing this for Genova. Did JT leave?
as for our second pair?
Alright, we got Aerith.
Close to fading.
True. I did Barrett. There's Barrett, Aerith, and Tifa. Who we going with?
They're enjoying casual
JT. Who we doing? Aerith, Barrett, or Tifa for the next match? It's been a while since I fought Barrett.
That's a good one.
You won't be laughing when I'm done with it. Now draw.
This is the Barrett boss fight. Hardest fight of the entire game.
I'm ready when you
Okay. I just have to hope I get a Seek. The next... Oh, never mind. That's okay.
no prisoners in today's competition. Cloud keeps the hits coming as he maintains a solid advantage.
What are you?
Barrett's coming for you, all guns blazing.
You're mine.
Cloud is cool and composed. He's focused, unmatched.
Oh, that's right.
You're going down.
The tide of battle is turning in Barrett's favor.
Looks like I've got this one in the bag.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, that's a problem.
Bring it.
That's a big problem, actually.
Is looking pretty grim. The tide of battle is turning in Barrett's favor.
No holding back.
No, Marlene. If you
Not optimal.
bam, son, you're going down.
Where is this Seek?
Barrett is running away with this match.
You're mine.
This match isn't going in Cloud's favor. Can he still turn things around?
Watch out, 'cause Barrett's
Where?
all guns blazing.
Bring it.
Guys, you put your hands up in the air like a spirit bomb. I need this Seek.
Use your help right about now.
I've got a
It worked.
Barrett might need to gracefully accept defeat. Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit.
That is.
You're going down.
I got this. No problem. You're mine.
I'm gonna turn this around. You see if I don't.
I've got a
Can you imagine if Marlene was watching this?
accept defeat. Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's hungry like a wolf.
That's the way. No holding back.
Marlene, Daddy could use your help right about now.
Marlene, Daddy, sorry.
I've got a feeling Barrett might need to gracefully accept defeat.
You're mine.
All right, I need to leave room for.
This. No problem.
Hold on.
Bring it.
I'm gonna turn this
I think I'll have barely enough to make another 2 squares so I can put down this other Tomberry and kill it.
You're mine.
Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's hungry like a wolf for victory.
No, I need to win further.
Daddy could use your help.
That's the way.
Barrett's just on the other side of the table, beating the desk, like, God damn it, you won! You won!
I've got a feeling Barrett might need to gracefully accept defeat.
I'm gonna turn this around. You see if I don't.
I got this. No problem.
You're right, I'm taking my anger out from Gilgamesh on Barrett. I really should, but here I am.
Hungry like a wolf for victory. I've got a feeling Barrett might need to gracefully accept defeat.
Marlene,
Pure evil, some would say.
You're mine.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit.
I do.
That's the way. No holding back.
I'm gonna turn this around. You see if I don't.
I've got a feeling
Goated, honestly,
gracefully accept defeat.
said the Bloodborne fan.
Better watch out. He's hungry like a wolf for victory.
The only reason why I stopped playing is because of my YouTube playthrough. I tried to do it, you know, I have to edit the footage I have, then continue on.
And Cloud takes it. He's moving up. But will he make it all the way to the top? Don't forget to report your results to tournament staff so we can make that
It's
last
like
match
Sekiro.
official.
You put in another impressive performance. Look
It relies a lot on the parry mechanic, and the parry mechanic's very similar to Sekiro.
Rear view. The competition's only growing more intense. Players, it's time for round 3. Cloud's looking for his next opponent, folks. This decision could very well determine his
Round 3. Rodea or Madame M.
Chadley and Regina fight on. Both are relentless, but there can be only one. Which player will take the crown?
Flick of her wrist.
Today's tournament is shaping up to be one
She'll
for
sweep on the side.
How late is it for you guys? Because either I'm very adverse to the effect known as tired, or it is way later for you guys than I thought.
As for our second pair, every move
Oh, speedrun.
For the love of... Surely you haven't forgotten me already, have you? Madam M? Back in Wall Market, we shared an intimate moment.
You guys see that TikTok someone made
Hard to forget.
of this scene?
Why are you
But they edit like the specifically the poor man's massage,
It's business.
and then Claw's like, "Oh, I remember."
So I thought I'd try leading some of my friends out west the right way.
right?
But I think that's enough idle chit-chat.
Interesting.
On the other hand,
From what I remember, I think it was plenty interesting enough. The way she had Cloud walk out of that thing.
I'm ready when you are.
And she's like, "Oh, Cloud, you're finished already?" He's like, "Huh?" Cloud? Are you okay? Yeah. You're acting weird, Cloud. I am. Really weird.
after this,
Bro is not home. Bro is not present.
Still pull this off. You're mine.
Think you'll make a habit of it?
apparently Lady Luck's feeling fickle. Healthy competition always gets the blood flowing.
Madam M
I need to be smart about...
complains of her foe's frustration.
Because she actually has me in a tight spot here. Playing the Heat Seeker bottom bro is dumb. Yeah, where is he? He said he'd be back. But I get the feeling... Liar! You're with him! You brought him here to kill me!
No hold.
I hope this doesn't bite me.
Cloud keeps the hits coming as he maintains a
It
solid
sure did not. In fact, it bit her. That's the worst thing she could have played.
I got this. No problem. Bring it.
You may have the upper hand now, but just wait.
Well, I'll take that.
After this match, I think Madam M's the one who'll need a massage.
Ah, alright. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit.
Ooh, you're going to be sore after
Yeah, it was.
That's the way. No hold.
Who knows, I might beat the challenge by the time you guys show back up.
Just wait.
After this match, I think Madam M's the
No, I work better when I'm permanently debuffed.
Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's
In fact, I do that in game. Why not in real life? Can I beat Gilgamesh with my right arm broken?
Just wait.
Scientists are baffled.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit.
Good night.
Healthy competition
Oh, I will.
always gets the blood flowing.
Bye.
Bring it.
You may have the upper hand now, but just wait.
After this match, I think Madam M's the one who'll need a massage.
You're mine.
I would be surprised if they were still watching the stream.
He's hungry like a
At
wolf.
least fall asleep to it.
That's the way. No holding back.
I might not do any Genova specific challenge when I finally get to her, but
Need a massage.
Bring it.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit.
I got this. No problem.
do at least want to fight her and hear that music.
You may have the upper hand now, but just wait.
After this match, I think Madam M's the one who'll need a massage. Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's hungry like a wolf for victory.
No holding back.
You may have the upper hand now, but just wait.
That's the way. Bring it.
More.
Cloud isn't letting up the pressure one bit. After this match,
Uh,
I think Madam M's the one who'll need a massage.
I have I don't have no idea who's watching this stream,
You may have the upper hand now,
None.
but just wait.
but there's like a lot of people in here, and I don't understand why. Oh, Well, that sucks. Put it here.
No holding back.
Cloud's opponent had better watch out. He's hungry like the wolf for victory.
Bring it.
You may have the upper hand now, but just wait.
After this match, I think Madam M's the one who'll need a massage.
You're mine.
That impression Kingdom did of
Cloud
Barrett.
isn't letting go pressure one bit.
That's the way.
How would Barrett? how would Marley?
You win, Cloud.
Marley. Okay,
I have to hand it to you, though.
I might be getting tired myself without realizing.
His star is on the rise. Don't forget
God, that's
to
actually
report your
funny.
results to tournament staff, so we can make that last match official.
Well, it's hot. I might end it because now I'm not obligated to keep going. At least, not in a meaningful way. We would have left Doofus. I wonder if he said anything. He probably said something in the Discord.
She's a force of nature, and we just can't get enough. And Tifa takes the L. She played well, but in Queen's Blood, you've got to fight dirty. As for our second pair, Chatley with the win. It doesn't look like this boy wonder's hot streak is close to fading. Moving on to our third bout.
I have no
Wins
idea
her
what
match
kept
with
him.
ease, proving she is not to be underestimated. It looks like Wise 3.0 has been bested. How is this possible? Could it be there's a flaw in their programming? And what about our fourth match? Felix wins. He might just ride this wave all the way to the top of the tournament.
I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about it. The way he said it. This- Marley.
That covers the matches we've seen thus far. But how the tournament proceeds from here is
God,
anyone's
that
guess.
is unnecessarily funny. One viewer, I'm no longer obligated to say I'm ending stream. I'm ending stream. VOD watchers, this is probably gonna be an acid trip for you to watch. I'll be honest, I'm probably private this VOD. It will just be me and Zungi, a schizophrenic voice call with two disembodied voices by the names of Doofus Shinra and Kingdom Key JT. It's nutty. But yeah, if you enjoyed the stream somehow, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, remember to always stay anonymous.